figure out who I should play as.
Our main power supply's been diverted since this game started. What?
Choo.
Think you know who the witch is?
Alright. Who should I play as?
Sir, but you're wrong. Only the executive have information on how the power grid operates.
Well, anime.
Only the executive.
Yeah, this guy's some fucking anime-esque character. I can't wait for him to get shot in the face, honestly.
Sorry, but I can't let you do that. I've got plans.
I can't let you do that. I got plans. Arr. That stuff's kind of cool though. The animation's sick and the action's sick. Whoa. I'm trying to make a Skyrim character in DC Universe. She-Ra. I still need to get that part. Shit then. Alright, let's try this. Skeletor. I'm gonna be my companion. Bam.
He failed to reach it several times. In fact, he lost 8 of his toes on one particular expedition.
Man, those voice actors sound familiar, man. Oh, I forgot, it's Christmas time.
People often wondered what drove him to fail. I believe that by facing the possibility of death was in fact his way to feel truly alive.
Man, this is the longest I ever had to log in. Uh-oh. I think I know why. I think I'm still on Wi-Fi. Dang it. Oh well. It's fast enough. Oh wow, I haven't been here all December. A lot of people here. That's a cool Superman. Oh, that's a dope Batman. Holy shit. That's a good Batman. What a use of the emblem. Stop turning around. I want to see your emblem. Ah. Wow. Ah, it's almost like a Yellow Lantern Batman. Batman would be a Yellow Lantern, actually. Goku. Oh, Colossus. Alright. There's always a Thor. Alright, not to hate on Thor, but I think it's kind of funny how his outfit is very simplified and unmemorable. That, oh my gosh, is that Elf? Very simple. Oh, that's Link. It's very simplified and, you know.
Yeah, I don't like Thor. I never liked
It's
Thor's
like,
look.
yeah.
I actually like the old school, like, Norse mythology Viking Thor look. I don't like the Marvel Thor look. I never did.
Yeah, the Marvel look is kind of generic, so whenever I see custom characters of him, they get it perfect.
I wouldn't say it's generic. I just feel like it's over stylized.
Maybe generic was a bad word, but yeah, I think I know what you mean.
Cause I wouldn't really use generic. Like, it has some original aspects to it, but it's just over styled. It has too much going on.
It lights up sometimes.
Sometimes I feel like Thor got too much going on, period. Like, dude got long hair, he got a beard, then he got this silver armor that got these 6 circles on it, and then he has a red bright cape, and his boots is mad loud, and you feel me? Even in some iterations, this nigga be wearing a whole helmet with wings on. There's just too much going on at times. That's why I just prefer more of the old school look for Thor. Like, just throw a bear skin on him. You feel me? You know, with some
Make him look like Conan the
with
Barbarian.
some cargo pants. You feel what I mean? Like in a you know, a wife beater and a hammer. That's it.
Oh man.
You know.
Oh man, that's funny. What mission can I do today? On duty. The Legion of Superheroes. Let's do this. Man, I love flying.
Both of us hate our past.
A lot of talking. Can they fight?
You keep turning your back on your past. But I will face
What, you didn't do this mission?
and it will ensure that I survive.
Grodd's teleporters run off fuel cells. The more we destroy, the fewer troops they can bring in. Think
Oh. It's one I could do anytime. No, I won't do this. Legion of Superheroes mission. Man, some of this artwork and the loading screens of DC Universe Online make me think that, yeah, Zack Snyder's the best guy to do this.
This is Amanda Waller.
It's like up his tone,
Honestly,
man.
when I think about it too, Odin is kind of lame in the Marvel universe too.
I never really cared about Odin. Not to be all
He's too
insensitive.
much. Why is he such a good guy? I never got that.
What about him being such a good guy? What do you mean?
Yeah, Odin's such a good guy in the Marvel universe. I always kind of viewed Odin as bad or morally ambiguous.
Guess you should meet everyone.
Ah.
Rance, aka Lightning Lad. Both my moms are from Winap, but my ancestors were from Earth.
But he's pretty much like
Amazing opportunity
Clark
to
Kent
connect with my
or the
heritage.
Superman.
I'm Imra Ardeen, aka
Morally
Saturn Girl,
speaking.
from Titan, Saturn's moon. I'm a telepath, and yeah, I am super
yes,
awkward.
you know.
Thanks.
And I'm the leader, Rock Crane.
Just a fucking dude at times.
Back on Brawl, magnetic
Even
powers aren't that big a deal,
Odin
but
has kind of
come in handy.
some interesting lore about him.
Mm.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that
Quizlet. Now,
that
just need to make
Odin
sure you
is
get a handle on Earth's atmosphere.
actually
Follow us to the obstacle
Santa
course.
Claus and Krampus. Krampus and Santa Claus are actually based off Odin.
Ah. I knew Krampus. I didn't see that about Santa Claus, but now it makes a lot of sense.
He's both of them. You feel me?
Like they
holidays.
fused.
In holidays,
Should've worried about
Odin
Quizlet
comes
after all.
around. You feel what I mean? And he bestows gifts on, families that pray to him and whatnot, and show blessings to him and all that.
Have
You
fun
feel
watching
me?
your progress.
And
It's
then
pretty impressive.
On the flip side of that, though, he goes to other families with wicked children. You feel me? Or families that are just bad.
Yeah, he's got those legs.
Odin actually rides a sleigh through the sky. People don't know that either. That Odin actually has his own sleigh through the sky. He rides through the sky, and he rides like 3 bucks or 3 deer. The creature that Odin dresses up as when he comes to the houses to visit these quote unquote bad families is pretty much it's like a pet buck or something that he gave to Thor. You feel what I mean? So he's actually dressing up as a buck. He's not dressing up as one of his bucks. He's dressing up as like a buck that he gave to his son Thor, and he goes pretty much in a mutilated fashion. You feel what I mean? And he goes to these bad families and he steals their children. You feel what I mean? He rapes them, he eats them. He just does all this fucked up shit to them.
Yeah.
Just to be like, yeah, I don't fuck with you.
Dang, man. Merry Christmas.
But like on the flip side of that, he also does good things. You feel what I mean? You know, so like a lot of the lore based around Santa Claus actually does come from like Odin.
Wow.
Even the sleigh alone, like the sleigh and the reindeer, that's Odin.
So maybe that's why everyone loves Odin, because, you know, if he's gone, then eventually Christmas will be over.
Yeah, maybe. That could be it. Like, because in the idea,
it could be.
And the thing is, like Santa Claus is a very new deity. Like, people try to play him off like he's not, but they try to really connect. They try to connect Santa Claus to Saint Nick and all that. But Saint Nick isn't
I thought that
actually
was
Santa
the
Claus.
thing.
Nah, Santa Claus isn't actually based off Saint Nick.
I thought it was Coca-Cola.
Nah, it's not even that. It's like Coca-Cola.
They like patenting the red.
They popularized Santa Claus and technically, like, officially made him a full-fledged character. You feel what I mean? But even before that, the idea of what a Santa Claus was already existed. You feel what I mean? There was already a concept of who Santa Claus was. And people connected that concept to Saint Nick because he was also a dude that has influences over who the Santa character is. But the Santa character actually existed way before that. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean. Like, people think that, you know, Santa is just some new deity that just came in the modern times, but Santa is actually a deity that connects. Because Krampus is an old deity. Krampus isn't a new. Isn't like you can say that Krampus was around really before Santa. You know, so how did that happen? Think about it. You know what I mean? Because the archetype of what Santa was already existed. You feel me? Santa was already like the idea of what Santa is already existed well before, you know, it reached, like, you know, because we're in America, so obviously Santa's real big over here.
Yeah.
But in other countries and all that, you feel me, like, especially back in the day, especially in Europe, like, they already had, you know, different concepts of Santa and, you know, of a Santa type character and things of that nature. Like you said, there was Krampus and everything. They still celebrate Krampus in a lot of places. You feel what I mean? Well, not a lot of places, but in a good amount of people across the world and all this too. But, you know, like, oh yeah, like all that stuff kind of low key goes back to Norse mythology too.
Right.
Like,
it does. Right.
It does, right. So,
Wow.
That's why I say, like, it's kind of interesting that, you know, I never really viewed Odin as, like, a good god, you know, a good person. But
yeah,
even when I played God of War, so, like, I felt like they didn't show Odin in that game, but I felt like they kind of got Odin perfectly, how they were talking about him. Like, dude wasn't.
That's pretty cool.
Kind of villainous that time.
I guess he's a person like everybody else, right? Like that Greek style where the gods are very humanified, like in their desires, behaviors, and whatnot.
Yeah, and yes and no. You can always say that the gods are based off, man. Depending on how you want to look at it, some people think they're actually real, some think they're just stories. But,
well, yeah.
You know, I always felt like, you know, certain godly archetypes had a, you know, an inhuman nature about them. And Odin is definitely one of them.
Okay, Mordru.
Yeah, Odin is definitely a god that I would say has a very inhuman nature about him too, unlike Thor, where Thor has done some, you know, fucked up shit too, you know, but Thor is more of a respectable god in the sense where he's like a toned down Odin.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people like him, even
but
other stories.
But he's arrogant though. Like, people downplay like how like Thor is a fucking prick.
Wait. He's like
Thor
in DC Comics, the DC Comics Thor.
Yeah, exactly, because that's how the Thor character actually is.
Yeah, they treat him more traditionally in DC Comics.
because then, and because that's how he learned. That's how he learns his lesson as a god. You know what I mean? Because in his origins, he's a complete arrogant prick. You know what I mean? Like running around doing whatever he wants. You know, getting it, causing a bunch of ruckus. They even go into that a lot in the God of War game that we came out with like a while ago. Like how Thor was, you know, he kind of comes off like, you know, a spoiled child in some sense. You know? But obviously he grows out of that character too. Whereas Odin kind of represents more of an overbearing patriarchal figure. You know, like it's like Odin's not really like the regular patriarchal figure. Like he's overbearing as fuck. You know, it's his way or the highway. He's taking shit. He's killing shit. You see what I mean? He's forcing praise. He's taking praise.
Yeah.
You know, very conniving character too. Very clever. You know, so. And then, you know, that's not even getting into Loki and all that. But
Hey, everybody.
that's what I mean. In my opinion, I just kind of always thought that was weird. I never kind of connected with me. Like,
No, I never got it.
Odin,
He seemed like a cheesy villain.
Like a Jehovah type of good guy. I'm like, well, not to say I think Jehovah is good or anything, but Jehovah is the invisible God. At least Odin, you know, at least Odin has some type of representation.
Gotcha, yeah.
Jehovah's like the Force and shit.
It's like an entity. It's like an entity, right?
What do they say? You know,
Dr. Manhattan.
He penetrates it.
Whoa.
Jehovah penetrates it.
Oh, okay, I got you. I was like, what anime are you watching?
I thought that's what the Christians make it seem.
Ah, man, this guy turned me into stone. What a jerk.
Jehovah is an all-encompassing entity that penetrates you.
Nothing's penetrating.
One of them said he was working with more.
Not even if they take me to dinner.
I think.
And our cosmic boy is out cold. He'll need time to recover.
He's been through worse. We all have. We'll make sure Mordru pays for this.
Great.
But one thing I liked about
Brainiac
DC
5, as deputy leader,
is that
I guess you're in charge
at
now.
times they don't really just
Do we need to vote for
like
a second
use
deputy
this
leader?
like just take God that's straight out of mythology and just be like, all right, they're a whole superhero now.
Not like they actually use the actual sense of him, you know, and that's what's cool about Wonder Woman. Because I remember it was that actual Thor.
I like Wonder Woman
and
because
Wonder Woman
she's not a real Greek god. That's
No,
why
she's-
that's
yeah,
why
exactly.
I really like her.
Exactly,
But,
that's why I like her
kind
too.
of think it's lazy sometimes too. Just be like, you know, just pick out a god and then just make them a character.
Yeah, I agree. No, but all I'm saying is that we got a girl Wonder Woman, and we have Superman, and then we had traditional Thor in like what is it, 1,000-Year War in Hell or Valhalla? I forgot, but they fought for like thousands of years. But of course, it was in time.
I never really knew
time.
much about Thor in DC.
Yeah, they had a battle, and Superman was like using a sword and everything. And they were fighting all kinds of creatures that were like stronger than them, and for like 1,000 years or whatever, some crazy number. And then when they were done, they went back to the time before they were transported to. So they got to reverse their age and all that, but they still had that experience. And then since then, it's like Wonder Woman and Superman have been on a different, equal, combative plane of combat skills together ever since.
Alright.
That's like a story I would really like to see one day, like as a mini-series or something.
I mean, would it really be equal though? Because if you really think about it, if you were to
As far as experience, you know.
If you were to give Superman as much fighting experience as Wonder Woman, then Superman would chip Wonder Woman. Let's be honest.
That's probably why, because I've never seen her get the upper hand on him.
Sure, Brainy can be about
He
sometimes.
like usually one up her all the
If you
time.
were to look at it in a team strategic type sense,
Yeah.
Superman is not the balanced one. You feel what I mean? Technically, that would really be like around Batman or Martian Manhunter.
Right,
You feel what I
right.
mean? Superman is the tank. You feel me? Like, Superman is the tank. You send him through. He's a tank. He's knocking shit down.
He's a fast tank,
He got all
too.
the power. You feel me? He's knocking shit down. He's blowing shit up. You feel what I mean? He's moving shit out the way. You feel what I mean?
Getting shit done.
It's like, the Justice League can do a lot without Superman, but Superman is blazing the path just like any tank on the team. You feel me? The tank is supposed to blaze the path. You feel what I mean? Everybody else follows through the wreckage. You feel what I mean? You feel me? And gets the mission done. Like, with that being said, if Superman could had the hands like Wonder Woman or had the fighting ability like Wonder Woman, she would just get wrecked like, she wouldn't stand no chance at that point. Because he's already a tank. His power level is already like 3-4 times above hers. You feel me? Like, just based off based off
Everything.
Shit. Everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I get
That's why
it,
she needs
but I
weapons,
feel-
because a
but
lot of
I
her
also-
magical
yeah,
weapons
I
can
also
puncture
feel like
her.
that's just unfair.
Yeah.
Kind of unfair.
Yeah,
On
that's why
Superman.
I think it's cool that she rocks the weapons, because a lot of her weapons are magical made, and they can puncture his skin and actually do damage.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I've seen her
But
give
if
like her
Superman-
mythical
if
weapons to other
if
people.
Superman was trained in the level that Wonder Woman was, with let's say he had some armor. You feel me? Let's say he didn't have any weapons, but he at least had some armor that could withstand Wonder Woman's weapons at this. She would still lose.
Damn. I think you're right.
Like if we're talking like just a sparring, just a spar real quick, and he has the regular Superman outfit on. Yeah, that she'll have the edge a little bit. You feel me? But if we're saying that he has a Superman suit that has some extra padding on there that negates magic, he's done up at that point. Because then if we're talking about a more tactical, strategical, fighter-based Superman, he ain't just gonna come. He's just not gonna come in there with the regular jumpsuit on. But he's just not. You know what I mean? Like, he could, but at that point, like you're saying, if we're gonna say that he's on the same level as Wonder Woman, wouldn't do that. So if we're to say that at that point he's on the same level as Wonder Woman as far as tact, then he wouldn't do that either. just saying, like,
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
And that's why when it comes down to like the JI as a team, like certain characters do got to stay in their lanes. You feel me? Because it's not really about the thing about they're equal now because of this and that. Like, what makes them equal is the thing is their attributes. You feel what I mean? Superman is a tank. He has maxed out attributes in certain areas, but in other areas, like intellect and all that, he's an intellectual dude. You feel me? But he ain't on the strategical level as Batman. We all know that.
Yeah, because he doesn't.
You know what I mean?
He thinks differently, and that's key.
He doesn't got the hand. He doesn't have the hands like Batman. You know what I mean? Like, because he doesn't have to. You know what I mean? Batman can hit Superman with a 30-hit combo, perfect. Like, literally, the perfect will pop up on the screen, and Superman won't even budge. You know what I mean? Like, so, and that comparison don't matter, because after that, Superman just push him, and he's flying through the wall. Like, so if Superman hit Batman with a 30-hit combo, it would be overkill at that point. And same thing with the Flash. You feel me? Flash hit Batman with a 30-hit like, Batman would be dead after like the fucking 5th hit. He hit him so damn fast. Like, cause in reality, sometimes it doesn't even matter how hard. It's just like you hit it. This person just gets hit too damn fast. They're done. So if Flash hits you with a 3-hit Flash combo, that could be the end of your life right there. You feel me? This beyond.
And you won't even feel it. It'd be a second.
So his attribute is high in speed and other things. He's also a very intelligent dude in certain senses too. You feel me? He's up there. He's close to Batman and all that. But you feel me? His strength ain't up there though. What he has on his side is speed that can build velocity. You feel me? Past that, so if he uses that same technique, if he hits Superman with the 30 hit, it's kind of the same thing. Even like Superman will feel it a little bit, but it's like, you know, but that doesn't mean he's less than Superman. It's just that they're just good in different areas. Really, that's what they're really because even a lot of people say like Martian Manhunter. You can say Martian Manhunter is the bitch of the group. But in reality, Martian Manhunter is really like the wizard. You feel me? He's really like the mage. You feel me? He well acts in physicality, and he can be physical. You feel me? The dude is strong and all that, but what he lacks in physicality and what he doesn't do on a physical level, he's covering all that other shit in the background. He can go camouflage. He can he can erase people's minds. You know what I mean? He can pretty much incept people's bodies, so he can jump into other motherfuckers' bodies, take over their bodies. So he can do a lot of background things that can benefit that doesn't involve fucking being a tank. So, like that's why that's kind of why it's harder to compare the Justice League in my opinion than it is the Avengers, because the Avengers are so fucking far apart. Like, you feel me? Where you got Cap, who's just a regular superhero human, and then, you know, Black Widow, who's literally just a human, and then Iron Man, who's just a human in a suit. You know, and then Hawkeye, who's also just you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and then once we get to Thor and fucking Hulk and shit, it's like, all right, clearly, you feel what I mean? There's big gaps here, clearly. You feel what I mean? Like, and then that's not even talking about if we throw in Wolverine into the mix and other characters. Like, you know, that's why with the Avengers, they try to work I'll give the Avengers this and Marvel this. They're very key about how they try to work their lineup with the team, because they know if they just try to throw all the favorite Avengers on the team, the lineup wouldn't work, because you would have too many tanks, you have too many unnecessary hit motherfuckers.
So what do you think of New Avengers? Was that the same thing when they had Thor, Captain America, Wolverine, and Spider-Man? New Avengers?
Like, you're talking about the young New Avengers, or which New Avengers are we talking?
The one that came out after Ultimate, the one where the four was Spider-Man, Wolverine, Captain America, and Thor. Would you say that's the same kind of smart dynamic, or is that a little?
I actually do think that's a smart dynamic, because it's more dynamic. You see what I mean there? You see what they did there? They just cut the fat. And they just went like, all right, if we're going to go with the starter New Avengers, like I said, Captain America is just a superhuman. People try to gas up Captain America like he's up there with Superman. He's not. Like, Captain America is a beast because he's well-rounded. Like, Captain America's like a Mario. You feel me? He's like Super Mario. You feel me? He's well-rounded. You feel me? He got super strength. He's fast. You feel me? He can chip you up. He's smart. He's tactical. You feel me? But the reason why he's really beast... Yeah, the reason why he's really beast, though, is because if you seen Captain America on a video game, all his stats would be equal. You feel me? Like, that's why he's a beast. You feel me? Like, that's really it. You feel me? Like, he's Captain America. You feel me? But then if you have him up there with Wolverine, you feel me, who's a berserk. You feel what I mean? The wild card berserk character, you know, Spider-Man. You feel what I mean? You already know what role Spider-Man plays. You feel me? He's aerial and he's ground. You feel me? And then Thor would be the tank in that scenario.
Yeah, and he flies too. So it's like balanced in different unique areas.
So I'll get that. That's one thing I will give Marvel. They do try because their characters don't really match up that well. They do try when they make their Avengers team to, even if it's characters I don't like, they do it in a way so it makes sense. But even DC Bit kind of had it down with how even when it's not the regular lineup of Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, they, like, even if you go to Justice League Dark, it's the same thing. Like, it's not, they have a lineup where everybody's kind of playing a specific role, whether you realize it or not. Like, like perfect, like Swamp Thing would be the tank, but he's also kind of he's
a healer.
Yeah, he's a healer, and he's a strategist tactician too, in the sense where they kind of go to him and Constantine. You feel what I mean? For the plans, they always go to. In reality, they always go to Swamp Thing. So Swamp Thing is kind of like
he's got the moral advice too.
Yeah, and he's like Superman and Batman. You feel what I mean? Justice League Dark. You feel me? And then they have Constantine. They got Zatanna who plays the mage role. You feel me? That plays the mage magic role. Constantine knows magic too. But you feel me? But he's not necessarily playing that role. He's actually kind of playing more of a leader role, a more of a balanced role, especially when he's a part of well, I don't really like that name, but the JL Dark, you know. And then you have like the monkey guy. I forgot what his name is, but but Etrigan is a good thing you brought up Etrigan though too, because Etrigan is more of a ground. Is a more of a ground, you know, hand-to-hand person.
He kind of like Beast too.
Yeah, exactly. He's kind of he's more of a berserk character too. I would put him in a berserk category.
Oh yeah, he goes to town.
Because Etrigan, he's hand-to-hand, but he can take out a lot of people when he's in the zone.
Yeah, because he's got like Maximus Warrior Gladiator like fighting skills. Like he's not stupid.
Exactly. So Etrigan is really characters like Etrigan is really the reason why you don't need fucking Swamp Thing around all the time. The Swamp Thing only comes around when they need a tank. You feel me? Either when they need a tank or they need somebody when they're stumped and they need somebody who's way smarter than them. You feel me? To bring the issue to. That's, you feel me? Which is technically you can say it's a tank type scenario. Because once the thing has become so big where, you feel me, the group characters can't handle it on their own. You feel what I mean? They go to Swamp Thing. And the Swamp Thing is either going to be the tank, you feel what I mean, or he's going to say some super smart, intellectual, metaphysical shit, you feel me, that they never thought of. You know what I mean? And then he's going to dip out, and he's going to be like, all right, I helped y'all. Leave me alone now. All right. So
I solved your problem.
I just feel... Yeah, I just solved your problem. Yeah, exactly. I just blazed the path for you. You know what I mean? Like, so I just feel like the way DC lines up their characters has always just been, as far as their lineups of their teams, has always been a little bit more organic. In that sense, you know, like even Teen Titans when they first started had a very organic, you know, lineup. Like, even though Robin couldn't, you know. They had to do a lot of work on Robin in those days, but he was still a very light character. Like, so it wasn't that much of a chore, I guess.
What up, Igor? Yeah, man. That makes a lot of sense. Robin in Justice League was weird when he was hanging around. I felt like he wasn't ready.
What, in the comics?
Yeah.
When they had Robin when they first had him around the Justice League, wasn't he still like Robin?
I think him and Supergirl were like the first Titans to be on Justice League. But they did incorporate Aqualad and Donna Troy too, I think, a few times. So I take that back.
The one thing I don't really like about the legacy characters now is that they just keep changing them. It's weird.
Yeah.
like I'm not against the Supergirl. Well, they haven't changed Supergirl yet. I'm not against the Supergirl or Wonder Girl or any of that, you know. You know, Robin, you know. But like Aqualad, like they changed Aqualad a lot.
Yeah, a lot, too much. I don't even know who he is anymore. It's kind of like
I still remember when like they used to they passed on the mantle of Flash and other characters like pretty naturally. They kind of just went back on that. Like, you know, with Wally West and all that. So nowadays it just kind of feels weird. Like, you know. Like when they try to introduce new Flashes and new Batmans and, you know, new Wonder Girls and all this stuff, I'm just like, I'm just like failing to see how this connects.
I see what you mean.
They just showed like Tim Fox is the new Batman. I'm just failing to see how this connects to Batman.
Tim Fox?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Which show?
They said they had It's in the comics.
Oh, okay, okay. I was just checking because
And they got the new. I don't know if you heard about the new Brazilian Wonder Woman, and that's cool and everything. It's cool. But I just don't get it.
Artemis used to hold the mantle of Wonder Woman too. We had Redhead Wonder Woman for a bit.
Yeah. I just don't. I don't get it though.
Why they have to take a break from the main character?
Not really that. I just don't get how this connects. How does it connect?
I think it's like a soft reboot for a major reboot.
Artemis is from Themyscira, so like the thing is like with me is like technically you can say Wonder Woman is Greek or something, but technically she really has no nationality. Like she's from a made up place.
Yeah, but also the made up place is a diverse group too, because they got like Asian influence, African influence.
But it's still a made-up place, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Themyscira is a made-up place, so I'm kind of trying to figure out
mixed.
How does the mantle of Wonder Woman connect to Brazil? How did she be? I guess I would have to read the comic to find that out, but it's like I don't understand. Like I just feel like back in the day, like a lot of this stuff used to be a lot more self-explanatory, like when they brought in a new Flash, it was kind of more like when they brought in Wally West, it was like, oh, we understood kind of why and like how it connected in that sense. And even with Wonder Girl and all that stuff and other characters, like nowadays I just feel like they're just like I like even with the Tim, like I'm not getting why the new Batman just can't be Batman's son or something, or someone related to Bruce. Like, why does it have to be
some left field random character?
I'm not gonna say it's left field because it's related to Lucius Fox, but I'm like, why though? I'm not getting that. I'm not saying Lucius Fox and his family can't be vigilantes in their own right, but I'm not getting.
I know.
I'm not getting how one of the Foxes instead of one of the Waynes became a Batman. And
is it because he was
with the whole thing of like they push the Bat family a lot, so there's all these Bat people around that can possibly be Batman. And then out of nowhere, there's like, nah, this guy's Batman now. And I'm just like, I don't get that.
Maybe he likes how he worked maybe he did a good job as Batman. He's like, ooh, I wish I was like Batman. So Batman beat Batman.
I haven't seen anything about the new Flash or anything. It's like a lot of these new characters and these new legacy characters that they try to introduce. Like, I just don't get how they connect to the original character. I just don't get it. I don't see it.
Huh.
I guess I have to read the comics.
Maybe they had a Danny and Mr. Miyagi situation that we don't know about. They will tell us when they figure out what works.
So when you said that Artemis used to be Wonder Woman for a while, that makes sense to me. Makes sense to me.
Yeah. She's like from the same clan, tribe, family. Actually, she's pretty much like an aunt to her, anyways. Like a play aunt.
But when someone tells me like Wonder Woman is a Brazilian woman now in the future, and I don't get that. Like, is that Wonder Woman? Is she related to Wonder Woman? Is that Wonder Woman's sister or best friend or something? Or was this girl trained by Wonder Woman? I'm not. Where's the connection here? Or is she just like, nah, fuck it, she's just Wonder Woman now? I'm just like, that's what's fucking me up. Like the connection there, like how does this come together? But it's not at the same time. It's not really any skin off my back, because I kind of gave up on the comics for the most part. Anyway.
Well, yeah, back when Jeff Johns was around.
Like even the Joker that laugh stuff. Like I know that you kind of like the Joker that laugh, and some of the stuff they came out of
Wait, the Batman That Laughs, is that what it's called?
The Batman That Laughs, not the Joker.
I mean, it's alright, I just
Whatever,
don't,
but
I'm like, it's not the
I just
greatest
don't
stuff
get
in
it.
the world to me. It's not like...
I'm in the same place with that. I'm just like, I just don't.
It's just
What
like,
is
it's like another villain from Rita Repulsa sent out, you know? It's not like a Rita Repulsa.
I don't get how this.
Like, people are cheering like he's like, I don't know.
How
He's just not at that level. He's like a seaside villain thing.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't understand.
Hey,
what
but
is
the
this supposed to be?
corporate at DC Comics loved it. It was their favorite thing.
Yeah,
there's a
like,
Jeff
I don't
Loeb
get it.
interview. I think it was Jeff Loeb. He had an interesting story about that. He's like, or someone said that like that was at their press meeting. That was like the only thing that they loved, not all the new directions or storylines, just the concept of like the Batman Who Laughs, and they made it like super big.
And he's so corny. I don't get it.
Yeah, I feel
He doesn't
you on
even look like Batman. He just looks like a goth Joker.
Goth Joker, right? Let's see.
Brainiac had returned. For years,
I guess I get it. Like it's a Batman Joker crossover character, but I don't get it though. He's not. He don't come off anything Batman. What's Batman about him?
The fact that he took the spot of Batman in his world. Is that what? I think that's what it was. I forgot. Or he is the Batman of that world, and the Batman of that world is a Joker like Batman who laughs. Therefore, it's a Batman who laughs. I don't know. I'm trying here, man.
I guess I get it.
it's some kind of trap.
But Batman already laughed though.
I don't know, man. I think it's just another way to reinvent the world without reinventing the world. And then make it canon at the same time to help sell the canon, you know?
Use their new abilities. They must be on the front line in the coming battle, or my grim future.
But yeah, man.
I
don't know. I just don't. I don't get it.
Excuse me.
For I will not be here to see this new future. My work is not yet done. I must leave this earth to you.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
And take destiny into your own hands.
It's like a character that gives people an excuse to draw Batman in like as if he was a Spawn character.
Yeah.
Because they could bring that Spawn vibe to Batman now, or whatever.
I just don't think it's a good look either. It's not really a good look.
It seems like, you know, Batman and Pinhead from Hellraiser had a kid, you know?
Yeah.
Like, alright, cool. Fusion, reborn.
Yeah. I don't know. If they were... If that's not... If I don't know. If someone were to tell me that there was a character called the Batman Who Laughs, and I've never seen him before,
here,
I would not have thought that was how he was going to look.
My good friend Brainy, Quirrell Docs, Brainiac 5, has requested you join the Legion.
What would you name him? Joker Bat.
It's not even the name. It's really the look. The look is so... The look is so bad that it actually kind of kills the whole concept for me. Kills the whole thing for me.
I see what you mean.
All that leather.
Or pleather.
You know, like, it just... that off from the door. That just killed. That's why I said it's it's only like if I were just to have heard that and never have seen it, I would have not thought it would be that bad. It's like you said, he's not even. Well, the thing is, he don't even look Joker or Batman really. That nigga need a redesign. Sorry.
Maybe that was the idea.
The Batman who laughs needs a redesign. He don't look like Batman, or he looks like some pinhead leather strap dude.
Mm-hmm.
With just a Joker smile.
Mm. Yeah, max out this here fight tree. Huh.
I'm guessing he can fight though. Most likely, since he's supposed to be Batman.
Hmm. I mean, it makes sense.
I just feel like it's just one of those things that they just really wanted to work.
Yeah. I'm just like, it's one of those things that kind of piss me off because I'm just like, alright, the movie Justice League can't be quote unquote scary, but then you guys push product like that out. You know, that's another thing that also made me not enjoy Batman Who Laughs. It just seemed kind of hip. His existence seemed...
It's hypocritical. Yeah, you're right.
So that turned me off too.
I've thought of that. I have.
Yeah.
But I'm like, do what you want, At the end of the day, I'll at least be fair enough to judge it on objectively. I just don't think it's that fly.
Nah. I don't know. A lot of people are like, even some of my friends who still read those comics, they're like, yeah, it's okay. People do like metal, though. There's some cool stuff in metal.
I don't like metal, man. Either. Metal's whack. It is, though.
Yeah, it's...
That shit is just DC heavy metal, man. Come on. That is corny, bro.
And they're gonna do DC hip-hop? DC Rave?
DC
Rave.
Wasn't that the name of that movie back in the day? Heavy metal and shit?
Oh, Heavy Metal is a magazine that focuses on all that stuff. Apocalyptic, heavy metal, guns, lasers, alien stuff.
Yeah, and they made a movie about that, right?
Yeah, there was one movie in the 80s or 70s, and then they made another one in the year 2000 by the co-creator of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles who directed it. And voice acted his wife.
It's a DC crossover with that same type of energy and vibe.
Yeah.
And it's like,
so it's kind of not original, really. It's not really groundbreaking DC that I'm used to. It's cool. In concept, if you like that, which I do, that's probably why I do like it. Because it reminds me of that.
Nah, cause that's that Batman Who Laughs shit, bro.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. That's why it's not that great.
Batman Who Laughs is fucking around, running around in the DC.
Just seen Superman with his guitar, and then his hair is so whipping in this air. It's like, yeah.
Nah. I don't want to see DC metal. I don't want to see DC hip hop, any of that.
Okay.
I don't want to see DC pop either.
I'll see DC K-pop.
No.
Yeah, I'll make it a comic. I'll film that. That'd be sick. I know who's gonna play Superman. I'm just kidding. I am thinking about it though. Weird.
DC K-pop. Jesus Christ.
Let's see, I'm doing mission.
Barely making it through DC metal.
Yeah, this one will kick DC Metal in the face big time. They have that now? What? Earth 3, the Visitor Duo.
I hate blaming the gimmick on shit, but I do think it's gimmicky.
Yeah, I'm a pro wrestling fan, and I can guarantee, could double confirm, it is very gimmicky.
And it's like, damn, if at least you're gonna do gimmick shit, can you at least make the characters look cool and be cool, man? Like, shit, man.
I think that's what they did when Superman's hair was so whipping.
About this, you're going down.
Yo, you still there? Sorry. My mic went off for a second. I think we go through here then. Alright, cool.
Thank you. Please make sure.
Okay, this is the same mission as before. Alright, cool. I was just forgetting what I was in this game for a second. My Red Lantern ring is gonna get ya. Why is I I shot at the wrong thing. I sucked.
Everybody knows you're working for Starlight.
Oh, this is new. Oh, it doesn't do much. How do we get past this?
Well, about time. Like I'd ever tell the Hive anything about exobites.
Oh, you have to be that roll to open it up. Figured it out. A little too late.
Too much work and not enough time. Mr. Luther expected results yesterday.
What's the most recent DC comic you've been reading, man? Or have read? I was thinking about reading, but I don't know where to begin with DC Comics. I was thinking about checking out, but I don't know what title.
Shit, I wouldn't know either. Last time I went to the comic shop, I'm looking at DC Comics. I ain't buying not one of them. I don't even know. Didn't even know what to buy. I think I bought some graphic novels. Yeah, that's what I bought. I bought Master Race and President Luther.
Take you out, booster roll. Because when I go to a comics store, I usually buy a lot of the off-brand ones. Not off-brand, but the more indie comics or other brands, you know, other stories. What is it? It wasn't Fable. It was something else. I forgot what it's called.
If I were you, I would just buy the old comics and buy the old trades.
Oh yeah, I love those. I think I already got enough of those that I like. But yeah, those are really good.
You can never have enough, really.
It's true.
That's why you should always check. You never know what you'll find.
I did love Katana's New 52 series. It was pretty alright.
I found some of the original New Gods comics just looking through old comics.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I even have Dark Side Second Attempt.
Ah! How am I almost dead? Oh. Thank God, I was about to die. Oh, I still am gonna die. Oh, I died. Man, what the heck?
Green Lantern comics are actually real big collectibles.
Well, I like stories I want to read a lot.
There's a lot of them out there. So that's why I think it's kind of funny that people fucking gas up all the new Green Lantern comics, because
new ones are alright. They're not all that though. The old
ones are really epic. The best. Yeah, the ones that you really want to get your hands on.
Like when Hal Jordan had that white streak of hair.
Yeah,
his hairline.
Even before
those
that.
Ones are sick.
And I guarantee you, if you go to a comic shop and go look at their old comics or all their old trades and like all those comics, they probably won't be first issues or anything. But a lot of those comics are just sitting right there. Like,
yo, some of that 90s stuff and 80s stuff is on point.
Let it go. Pick it up.
Wow, this game pitting. Hey, Ambush Bug, how you doing?
Are freaking me out. Anyone? Just me?
So I'm on a mission and they teamed me up with the Green Lantern and I'm my Red Lantern. It's pretty cool.
Intruder detected.
It's a lantern mission. Haha.
Initiating defense protocols. Alert Hive soldier bees.
We kind of look like Christmas. Then the mother box lit up like Christmas. That's totally a Jeff Johns scene. The whole scene is, you can tell. It's funny, I haven't seen the movie that much, but I know it pretty well because it's so god-awful, like, offensive, you know?
With the Green Lantern movie? Yeah, I know that movie pretty well.
No, I'm talking about
It's
Justice League. But yeah, Green Lantern, kind of close.
The Green Lantern movie is kind of so bad and short that it's kind of unforgettable.
No, I think he got justice, man, because the director, Martin Campbell, he's dope. He did Goldeneye, he did the 2 Zorro films. I was like, wait, what happened?
No, someone come out recently and say that they pretty much didn't have any control over...
Yeah, because it didn't seem like any of his work, bro. It didn't seem like any of his work.
Jeff Johns
just like,
work on that film.
I thought it was going to be pretty, like, you know, it was going to deliver like the guy usually does. I'm talking the director of Goldeneye, bro. It's like, what? How do you screw that up? It's not him, I don't think. I think they screwed up his stuff.
It was definitely the writing. And the special effects.
Because even on the making of that, it's weird because I hear Jeff Johns was talking a lot and the director didn't talk much at all about his own film. It was mostly Jeff Johns. Now that I think about it, that's weird. Usually the directors have a say. Even for the behind the scenes of even the behind the scenes of Justice League, you don't even see Zack Snyder. You see him for a second, but they cut around him like he has no input, no say in the making of, which is obviously telling. Same with Martin Campbell on Green Lantern.
Yeah, but that behind the scenes was trash, though.
No,
that's
the
whole
trash,
thing.
but
You
that's
know
what I'm saying. They're cutting him out because that's what they did on set.
Yeah, that's why. And it came off.
That's why it's telling.
And then like, they didn't even really release any behind the scenes footage because all of it had Snyder in it.
They had one where Ezra was talking about it and he was leaning on Snyder and it looked like Snyder was going to say something, and then they cut to the end of that conversation where Ezra says, alright, I'm going to show you something. Like, they totally cut him out.
That's why they're releasing all that behind the scenes stuff now. They released more. They released some of it at Fandom.
Let's keep it moving when it's time.
Constructed the timer.
But the Game Master's been waiting for this moment.
And who's the witch? Mother's death was announced after Momoka died. The only people who knew it
Supergirl here, talking to you from 1,000 years in the future. My good friend Docs, Brainiac 5, has requested you join the Legion of Superheroes. Dream Girl had a vision of you, the Teen Titans, and the Legion of Superheroes fighting the Sorcerer Mordru. So take a time bubble and meet me here. And bring some sturdy old-fashioned pens. A lot of the Legionnaires have requested autographs.
Why did it end when it did? Why did they wait for... If that's true, I know the Game Master.
Thank you for coming to the future. You really should check in at Legion HQ when you get a chance, but since you're here, mind helping out? All of Mordru's magical chaos is really overwhelming for these poor future folks.
Wow, that was pretty dumb. That made no sense. Yeah, man, it's kind of crazy that DC Universe is still even running that strong. It must have a pretty good player base.
Among the Legionnaires, some have chemical flings, others devoted marriages, others still unbreakable aromantic bonds. No connection is quite like the other, and yet they are all love. I have not sought any such connection. It feels selfish. Any time spent on myself is time stolen from the galactic.
Thank you for saving me from the clammy shadow of death.
Oh yeah, in the 31st century, you have like aliens living on Earth.
Oh, is that where we're at now?
Oh no, that's a new episode. Sorry, I forgot when my mic goes off. But what was the last thing you heard me say?
Something about the future.
Oh. And I think this game lasts long because of all the expansions. And it's like its own storyline. I told you all that stuff though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa. Oh dang, they did make a big city here. Holy shit. I'm in future metropolis. Feels like a huge Comic-Con of the future. Not a huge map though. I wonder how big this place is. Oh, that's a limit. No, 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 no. Get away, boy. You can't eat this food. You have your dog food. Terriers are freaking relentless and always hungry. There we go. Persistent, not relentless. This is a big place. Whoa. That visor. This is hilarious. Alright, I think we're gonna stream a different game. See ya in the next video.